Christian's always trying to get me to unmute my guitar.
My Hungarian. Yes, fuck. Whoever lets me live that down. I am the best harmonic player in the world, I know.
Here we go. Okay, ready? Okay. It's gonna be a silly one tonight, guys. Get ready. Okay, strap in. Alright, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Deal with the devil, you know. Take it slow. He might show up. You might lose him. When you grow up, you might blow up. You might pop. None of that's a good reason to stop. I can still hear it. You're so ambitious, she spit at me like a curse. What made it worse is that she was right. I looked in the mirror that night and saw what she saw. Dreamer, clenching her jaw, soon to be a dying violet between the noise and silence. Accusing every co-pilot willing to step up to the plate of throwing me off my game, headed for a crash land with little to no understanding of what I was taking on. The goalposts always move. No one's honest with you, and the point you're trying to prove is lost. Life is recovery, you're shooting the moon. Hovering over the room, people muttering, talking about you. You're still not doing what you know you could do. I still want it. What's my problem? Deal with the devil, you know. Take it slow. He might show up. You might lose him. When you grow up, you might blow up. You might pop. None of that's a good reason to stop. Stop. Always been up for teacher. Keep getting older and they do too. Little information right out of my grasp. Better answers to the questions I'm afraid to ask. Kissing on a curve of mouth education. Building my nerve. Testing my patience. Did I make the most of what I made of? Did I face what I'm afraid of? Am I a little close for the truth? Keeps getting harder to do. Wanna be alive, wired. Don't wanna steal, don't wanna get tired. Don't wanna be a slot machine. Don't wanna miss the mark. I wanna be the weak spot between the eyes of the shark. Deal with the devil, you know. Take it slow. He might show up. You might lose him. When you grow up, you might blow up. You might pop. None of that's a good reason to stop. You can't chase the ghost. You find him more than most. I don't care how old your soul is. It's just focus and preparation. It takes failure, it takes patience to deal with the devil, you know. Deal with the devil, you know. Take it slow. He might show up, you might lose him. When you grow up, you might blow up, you might pop. None of that's a good reason to stop. It's not over. You're not done. You're not nothing, and you're not the only one. Thank you guys so much. It's really cool to have this record be out. This is the second show we've played where people have heard the songs, which is pretty exciting and fun. This next song we're going to play is called The Love of My Life. And I wrote it, well, really like trying to win back this guy when we were broken up. I got a call from my brother on a very transformative night where he'd gone to see Christian at a show in Boston and called me and was like, it was the best show I've ever been to. It was amazing. He's so cool. He came out and talked to me afterwards and it was awesome. And it was weird though because he was bleeding from his head. And I was like, what? Why was he bleeding? What was going on? And I called Christian and he was like, yeah, well, I slipped in the shower at the Marriott and I hit my head, and this is a terrible you impression. It was also a bad my brother impression, but yeah, it was really bad. Anyway, we can hear all of you, okay? And we are nervous. What I'm mostly saying is that they have a policy at the Courtyard Marriotts, which is that they don't put Band-Aids on people who hurt themselves in the Marriott. They don't assist in case of a medical emergency.
Bleed out.
Yeah.
Bleed out policy.
But anyway, I heard that story and I was like, well, if I wish I was there, because then I could have put the Band-Aid on and I still love you, and then wrote this song. So anyway. Cool. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Oh, yeah. Much better.
The love of my life is in a hotel in Michigan, right in the elevator, down to reception to ask the nice lady at the front desk if she would put a Band-Aid on the back of his head. She wouldn't, so he just threw his shit in the car, grabbed a couple bottles from the main bar, trying to make light conversation with the wannabes, trying to watch the open island and the gallery. What if I got what I wanted? What if I was who I want to be? What if I got what I wanted? What if I knew how to be? The love of my life wants to grow up, funny looking, travel the world, raise some good for nothing kids in an old red house by the river, and die ignoring a black spot on his liver, but he's drunk at the venue, stumbling through the encore, talking up a blue street, smoking by the stage door, calling me before he falls asleep, doesn't think I'd last a week out there, and that's fair, but what if I got what I wanted? What if I was who I want to be? What if I got what I wanted? What if I knew how to be? And now he's making a bed like a Vietnam vet, but it's not God and country, it's his mom and his head, and he's reading out loud from wall to bones, feeling all proud cause he taught me to play that guitar, collecting dust in the corner, and open up a beer bottle with a quarter. What if I got what I wanted? What if I was who I want to be? What if I got what I wanted? I'm in love with the person who's in love with me.
Kristen's making a lot of fun of me on this tour because I am really learning slowly over time that I don't know anything about America because I grew up in New York. And the weird thing about New York is that it thinks that it's a little bit of everywhere. You know, it thinks like, well, it is, but it also is nothing like anywhere.
It's just not Walmart.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, it's just not a Walmart parking lot, particularly.
There's a lot of poetry in the Walmart.
Yeah, there is. You are the expert at finding the poetry in the Walmart.
Sad hot dog.
Yeah. But so he's been teaching me stuff about this great nation as we travel around it. Like, I went to In-N-Out for the first time, and we went to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's representation.
And we learned about blue laws and about until like 5 years ago, you couldn't own 2 sex toys in Texas. You could have one, but like, what are you gonna do with that second one? No, something bad. Anyway, so that's been really fun. Something yeah. Improve your mental health.
Background check.
Yeah. So anyway, we've decided that people from New York are like reverse Harry Potter. Like we're all like little Weasley children from the magical land. And then but then someday a letter comes in the mail. It's like not delivered by owl. It's delivered by like a disgruntled postal worker, and it says like you are due to start at PS14, and then
Quincy notice.
Anyway, I think that's kind of a good idea for a movie. Is reverse Harry Potter, the magical kid who's not magical. Okay. Anyway, this song takes place in New York. Let the candle burn down, you were pretending to read, and the table caught fire, you ran out in the street and watched Daddy put it out through the bedroom window. My room was your room when he was mean to you. I didn't kick and you didn't snore, kept the door bolted, pillow over your head in the dark, watching out from the foot of the bed. Got out of that house fast as I could. Daddy signed the papers like you knew that he would, and you taught me to talk to trees. And that spittle gets blood stains out of your sheets. I wanted to grow up to be just like you. It never was an option, no. You say you see yourself in me sometimes. Great minds think differently. Great minds think differently. Back then, Penn Station was really no joke. Got off the train in your fur coat. I had a mattress on the floor next to a toy piano. Sending money home and making late night calls, getting all dressed up like a porcelain doll, just a wallflower on the company dime. Oh, come on, you know I say that to all of the guys. Used to tell you that there was a book in your head, so started writing down everything that you said. Lay your self-portrait out at your feet, and it's the last thing on earth that you wanted from me. I wanted to grow up to be just like you. It never was an option, no. You say you see yourself in me sometimes. Great minds think differently. Great minds think differently. You said understanding me is like a full-time job. I pepper you with questions while we're out for a walk. I still neatly fit inside your shadow. You said blow out the candles and make a wish. If there's anything you want that I haven't given you yet, you always kept me on the edge of my pen, and I kept you waiting for me to say when I wanted to grow up to be just like you. It never was an option, no. You say you see yourself in me sometimes. Great minds think differently. Great minds think differently.